Hello everyone, so a quick update on the Dark Forces character creator. If you've been following along in the Discord, you know that Stormtroopers have been added recently, as well as an update to the walk cycle. Um, the general idea here is to use Blender to create the imagery and then have a template in Wax Converter so you can bring in the file. So the animation set is all there. You don't need to animate anything. There is a ton of options whether you want to randomly create a character from scratch or select which specific species you want. Quite a range here already. So we're just going to show the Moncal real quick. And yeah, then you can just view the model in 3D, render out all the frames, preview the walk cycle, the colors, the whole lot. Going on from here, we've also got a bunch of different options for, if you want to just change the torso or specific colors on the character. So you've almost got, the look from the randomization, but you just want to dial it in one or two areas. There's the option to sort of split that up. And now we can sort of preview all the frames on our Aqualish here. And if you're new to 3D, I want to sort of stress that this is all you need to do to get this to work. Just the panel on the right hand side, and then when you're ready to render out the frames. There's no need to learn rigging or lighting or any of that sort of stuff. Everything has been built into the script, so it's as ready to go as possible. There is also the option for idle animations and different animation sets in general. So we'll just have a look at a few of those. If you want a Dark Trooper Aqualish, got you covered. So there is also smoke effects on the jetpack. Um, all the different logics, I've been paying attention to the original sprites and the original animations, and basically trying to match those for both the placement and the scale and how they move around the Dark Forces levels. So we've got a rocket trooper here, which is a Boba Fett replacement, but with obviously a much larger rocket launcher than Boba Fett's gun. But for now, I think we'll stick with the troop logic because the animation is most up to date on that one. There is also the option for, specific setup for Mandalorians. So, you can completely randomize the look of those within the, different pieces that are in there, change the colors around a bit, and I reckon that looks pretty good there. So we'll render that out and see what that looks like in the Wax Converter file. The rendering, it doesn't take too long. It's a matter of minutes, so obviously I'll speed that up. Just to keep this video flowing. And of course, you can change the different weapons for any of the different options. So, more weapons to come later, like the repeater rifle and fusion cutter, that sort of thing. They're just not in there yet. So I'm getting close to release for the first version, which I'm very keen to get it in people's hands. But a lot of the remaining stuff is just figuring out corner cases with the script and some corner cases for some of the lighting setups. Green is sort of notoriously tricky to work with the sort of the palette stuff in Dark Forces, so we'll see how this character goes. There is an intermediate step here in Photoshop. I'm sure there'll be a script equivalent for GIMP, basically to just trim the transparent space so these aren't really wide waxes that get stuck indoors, which was a sort of early problem with the sort of first iterations of the script, but that is now working. And that's it. So now we have our frames, and this is the bit that makes it all work super quickly, is that I have a range of templates for the different trooper types, whether it's left-handed, right-handed, dark trooper. All of the frames should already be aligned. So Jareth has added the option to adjust the height if you've got a particularly tall Moncal sprite or one of the sort of shorter ones. But for the most part, everything should just come in as is, and then save your new wax file and test it out. So we're going to call this greenmando.wax. Obviously, you've got the 8-character limit saved, and let's bring that into the editor and here we go. So you can see that there's a little bit of color issue on the very shiny green metal. It sort of goes to yellow in a way that it shouldn't. But I am testing as many of these color combinations as I go. So the green, I think I'll just need to desaturate that a little bit and make it a little darker. And there we have it.